Asked about this quite a bit, and so I'm going to answer. What is my roster? Well, in 2023, a roster for most women is a handful of men that take care of different needs that she has. So one may pay a few of her bills, another one may take her on fancy dates, another one may take her on trips. That is not my roster. My roster is men that I am actively dating. Most women are not pursuing relationships or giving attention to a ton of men, like a lot of men think. Most women are only speaking to one man or a small handful. I spend about 35% of my life on men because I am trying to decenter men. So the other 65% of my life is spent on my own pursuits, on my creative pursuits, on my job, on my children, things that I like to do. So in that 35% window, I have to be very choosy about how I spend that limited time. I am on a couple dating apps, and usually I'm talking to 3 men. These 3 men have made it off of the apps. They have my cell phone number. We are talking regularly. We usually have a date planned. A date is imminent. I will know usually on the first date whether or not they're going to stay in that 3-man rotation. If I'm not feeling it, I tell them very quickly and open up space in that 3-man rotation. I may give them a couple dates, maybe 2 to 3. I usually know in that amount of time if I want to move forward. I'm looking for a relationship, so I'm not out here trying to just have fun and be given fancy dinners. I'll make my own dinner at home with a glass of wine. So I usually have 3 men that I have dates planned, we're talking regularly, and that's it. And then if a man drops off of that 3-man rotation, then I go back into the apps, and at that point now I have to spend some of that 35% looking for other men, trying to talk to other men and make connections. Now, if I'm on a dating app and I have liked somebody and he's liked me back and the app tells me that, I will not reach out to him because there's too many men in that basket. And I'm not trying to sound out of pocket and, conceited or anything, but I think most women have a plethora of men in apps that they have liked or that have liked them back. If a man will then reach out to me in a message on the app after we've both liked each other, then I will pursue that if I like him. And that is not hard to touch upon. I can instantly start talking to another man that we have both liked each other and he's messaged me, and then it just starts all over again. So the majority of men that I meet are on apps. I wish I could meet men in the wild. I actually went to Home Depot last night and tried to look confused. I didn't really, I needed something, but I have tried to meet men out in the wild and I would prefer that, but I don't know if we're dating that way anymore. So the majority of men that I meet are friends of friends or through apps. I hope that this answers your question about what my roster is, and thanks for asking.